Hey there everybody, in this video we're going to talk about 5 really simple settings that you can use to make sure that your ads are optimized. So if you want to get a lower cost per action, then this is going to be a great video for you, especially if you're just starting out with ads. It's going to help you to get a lot more out of your ads and make sure that they work as best as possible so that they're optimized for success. So let's get into today's video. Hey there, my name is Brandon Brashears. I create daily digital marketing videos, so if you're looking to grow your brand or your business with digital marketing, this is a great channel. I run an agency, I run tons of ads every single day, as well as I'm constantly learning new things, and I share what I learn and what I'm doing, whether it's SEO or PPC or email marketing or copywriting, just anything related to marketing, I talk about it here. So be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or need help with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out by commenting below and hit that like button if you like this video. So let's get into the video today. 5 settings that are going to help you to really optimize your ads and make sure that it's set up for success. So let's talk about the first one. And the first one is actually pretty simple, and it's very, very important though. Number 1 is make sure that automatic placements are not on. Almost every single ad network is trying to make it easier and easier for you as a business owner or an advertiser to basically put your ads everywhere and get them out in front of people. Now, if you go to any kind of like a meetup where there's business owners and you ask them, hey, have you ever run ads before for your brand or your business? And then most people will say, yep, I've run ads before. But they will typically not know if they worked out well, and they won't know what their results are. And so this is difficult because with automatic placements, it'll just push it out there across every single possible placement. And so especially with Google Ads, this is terrible and it drives me nuts. But if you don't know the boxes to check, specifically when you're creating display campaigns or search campaigns, it's going to put your ads all over the place in spots that are not relevant to what you're actually trying to show up in. And so Google is great in that they've created a tool that's very sophisticated and relatively easy to use, and it can get you in front of so many people. But if you have automatic placement set up, it's just going to waste your money. Make sure that you don't have automatic placements going out because you want to control where people are seeing this. So specifically on search network and search terms, you don't want this to be turned into a display ad, which is an automatic placement that gets put out there. You also don't want to show up on partner sites as well. And make sure that you're confident enough to specifically choose the placements that you do. And when you uncheck these boxes, Google will say, hey, most businesses do this. You should probably do it too. That's not true. Most businesses run ads, but most businesses aren't sure if they're working. They're not sure where their conversions are coming from. You want to be measurable and systematic with your marketing. You want to have marketing that's measurable specifically. And so in order to do that, you need to know where everything is being put out there and where your conversions are coming from. And if you're able to, use these placements and do research and figure out where your clients and your customers are spending time, what they're searching, all of these things, you're going to have better chance at success than if you just said, hey, go for it, Google, show this to everybody. Because the truth is, your customer is not everybody. You have an ideal client and an ideal customer, and they're doing specific searches and have a specific set of behavior, and you need to tap into those. So don't do automatic placements. The second thing is make sure that you've optimized all of your ads for each specific placement. And this, again, sounds like a no-brainer, but so many people fail to do this. So if you have ads on Facebook, make sure that each one of the ad placements is optimized for that placement. The newsfeed is very different than a sidebar ad. So if you use a square image, that's about the best size for using inside the newsfeed because it will give you the most real estate. But if you use that same square image on a sidebar, it actually cuts it down and it looks really weird because it's not the right dimensions. So make sure that your ads are optimized and make sure that the calls to action are also optimized. And that's number 3 is make sure that your ads are appropriately calling out in the way that people use the platform. So, people use Facebook differently than they use Instagram. If you have a video and you decide, okay, I'm going to put this in stories, and in the video you say, hey, if you're interested, be sure to click the link below. That's not how stories work. It's swipe up. This takes extra work, but it's so important. The call to action needs to match the specific platform. It again takes extra work, but The difference is it feels like it's supposed to be there. It feels natural, and it doesn't say, hey, this is kind of weird. Why'd they tell me to click? I'm in Instagram stories. It's not how Instagram stories ever works. So don't make people take that next step and it makes them feel weird about taking action. Make sure that it's very, very clear. The fourth thing that you need to do is you need to make sure and have conversion tracking set up. So inside of each of the platforms that you're doing, if you have Google Ads set up, you need to have conversion tracking inside of Google Ads. If you have Facebook ads set up, you need conversion tracking inside of Ads Manager. That's the same thing that goes for Facebook. And having this set up, instead of using just Google Analytics and then checking where the sales are coming from or checking the medium that it's coming from, you're going to miss out on information and it's not going to be perfectly accurate. So anytime that I'm doing ads in a specific platform, I like to have the data in that platform. I like Google to be telling me how many conversions are coming inside of AdWords when I'm logged into AdWords. And I like Facebook showing me the conversions that are happening inside of Facebook. So make sure that that is set up. And the fifth and final tip to help you get more out of your ads is make sure that you're optimizing for the right conversion event. Inside of Facebook, you need to have standard conversion event pixels almost all the time. Unless you're doing a tremendous volume of conversion events, custom pixels are, in my opinion, not a better choice than standard conversion events. So that's things like purchase, add to cart, landing page view, those kind of standard conversion events. Use those and you're going to get typically a better cost per result. You also want to make sure that you're having enough of the conversion events to actually let Facebook optimize for this. So I'm going to be doing a lot more testing just to see if the data that Facebook is giving us is actually true, where they say you need at least 50 conversion events per week to have that data be optimized for conversion events. So is that true? Is that not true? It's hard to say without testing it, and I don't have specific test results to give you yet, but I will. So be sure to subscribe for future videos on that. If you're using Google, Google tells us that you need 15 conversion events per day. So make sure that you have enough conversion events. If you're not able to optimize for conversion events, optimize for clicks and try to drive the cost down by clicks. So I hope that this was helpful. I think these 5 tips are very, very important to be using when you're running ads, when you're creating ad campaigns, because you're going to be able to get more out of your marketing. So if you have any questions or comments or you need help with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.